Crypto noobs. I told you guys last week if they ousted the communists that Bitcoin would spike 10 grand. Actually, I've been saying it for a couple weeks. MicroStrategy is spiking 20, 30 bucks a day, like I said. Solana's up over $200, which I told you guys to buy Solana at $10. I've been telling you to buy Solana. No one listens. IBIT spiking. Everything amazing is happening right now, and it's going to continue to go this way, probably through 2025. I mean, not spiking the way it is, but I'm still calling for $100,000 Bitcoin by December 31st. And remember, if you don't own Bitcoin, you can still buy, well, I'm going around a curve here. You can still buy, pieces of Bitcoin, $100 here, $100 there. You can buy the IBIT ETF, which is what I recommend. I mean, I don't recommend it. I can't make a recommendation, but the IBIT is still cheap, around 43 bucks. I'd buy the crap out of it because IBIT's going to move with Bitcoin and people can afford it. If you can pick up 100 of those, you'll be able to write options on your IBIT here in the next year or so. When Bitcoin starts topping out, you might be able to write some puts on it and make a little bit of money when the market starts going back down. So the European Union is calling for all of the countries over there to register all of their assets: gold, silver, cars, watches, Bitcoin, everything. Interesting, isn't it? Because the government is getting ready to fall apart. I shouldn't say the government, the world, because of all of the crazy ass money printing. The economies are struggling. They're trying to figure out ways to generate new revenue, and what they're saying is, we just want you to register everything. That way they can come and they can tax everything on all your assets, on unrealized gains. That's what the communists that just got thrown out we're going to do over here in the United States. And it's analogous to the law here in Michigan. They want people to register their guns. Well, it's not a law yet, but it's kind of sneaky because last spring, the Michigan State Police said, hey guys, if you want a free gun case, come get your free gun cases, right? And they ran like crazy to the state police office to get their gun cases. And I was telling my friends, don't do that. Because if you go to get a gun case that'll hold an AR or a pistol or, whatever, they're going to go, oh, hey, John Smith owns a pistol. Or so they literally are recording where all the weapons are at. It's mind-numbing how stupid people are. But then again, it's not that mind-numbing, because you saw that 45 million people voted for Kamala, who was completely brain-dead, useless piece of garbage communist scum. Her and Tampon Tim. So now that Trump is in office, what's going to happen is he's going to assemble a bunch of billionaire friends, and people are like, oh, they're the billionaires again. Billionaires pay 65 or 80% of all the taxes that are paid. Might be higher than that. You guys can look it up on Google and post in the comments. But they pay, most of the taxes in this country are paid by the billionaires. All right, so don't complain about it. Anyway, now that Trump is in office, he's going to get, Vivek Ramaswamy and him and maybe Kevin O'Leary, Tesla, a bunch of these different billionaires who, many of them started with nothing and became billionaires. So these are the movers and shakers, the brilliant minds that we need in the government, the businessmen who know how to start businesses, how to manage people, how to make something of nothing. And they're going to turn this country around. They're talking about maybe getting rid of payroll taxes. And how are you going to pull that off? Well, if Trump puts massive tariffs on all these different countries, which Kamala and the communists were pissed about, these companies are going to have to come back to the United States to produce their goods and services. And when they do, people in the United States are going to be able to have jobs, and they're going to be able to create wealth, and they're going to buy things, right? It's good for the economy, and it's going to drive the tax base up, and it's going to help pay down the debt. So you won't have to pay taxes on your income because you'll be doing it when you buy things. And they're talking about a 1% flat rate tax on everything you purchase. I'll pay 1% on everything. Doesn't matter to me if it'll help balance the budget. So you've got all these really great ideas that are going to be good for the economy. The thing is, I'm hoping that he's going to inherit a shitstorm, because Biden and the rest of the communists are putting together their final Ukraine package to help fund, this bullshit war they've got going on. So, that's probably going to be another $100 billion. And keep in mind that when they send that money over, someone pays for that. That's us, the taxpayer. So all the money that comes out of your income tax and out of when you buy things, it helps fund the federal government. And part of that is this useless war spending. We're going to get rid of that. But now that the communists are out, I'm praying that we don't go to war. I've got 3 sons. I was telling my wife who voted for the Democrats, she's all my body, my choice, that bullshit that these lame brains women have. Nothing personal to any women listening, but unless you're a communist, they don't think about the economy, about illegal immigration, about what it costs for gas, about, housing costs and whatever else. They care about my choice, my body. And I told my wife, we're not having any more children. If somebody wants to have an abortion, have the damn thing. What I care about are my children who are going to be of age, not of age, but one of them 16, one's 7, one's 10, are about going to war. And she's like, they're only 7, they're only 10. I'm like, listen, we just got out of a 30-year war with Afghanistan. We love war, or at least the warmongers and the Democrats, they love war because it's good for their pocketbooks, because it's good for the defense contractors who make all the missile systems and whatever else. They make a lot of money in their stock portfolio. This is all about. What was her name? The dipshit they were going to name as the I can't think of her name. I guess it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter because Kamala and Biden and the rest of these scumballs are done. They're out. But anyway, Bitcoin sitting at 76,000. I'm still calling for $100,000 Bitcoin. If you can, dollar cost average into Bitcoin. Get the Fold app, which I told you guys. Let me see. I can't see myself. The Fold app, and you get free Satoshis every day. I've gotten almost 100 free Satoshis, $100 worth rather, over the last 2 months. That's better than zero, right? So get your free Satoshis. If you have a stock account, start buying the IBIT ETF. It's about $40 a share. You can buy MicroStrategy, which it's around $250 right now. I've been telling people since it was $20 to buy MicroStrategy. No one listened because they're buying Bitcoin, and they're talking about making MicroStrategy a Bitcoin bank. And they're going to offer crazy interest rates for people that are putting they're saving money and borrowing money from MicroStrategy. It's going to be really cool. Anyway, that's it for the day. Let's hope we see 80,000 here in the next, well, actually, we're coming up on the weekend. The weekend's usually not very good for Bitcoin. But I would imagine that if we don't get a good spike today, we'll probably see the Bitcoin trickle down a little bit this weekend, be a little bit of consolidation, and then Monday we're going to see another massive spike in Bitcoin, assuming the Village Idiot and company doesn't do something stupid and fun to start a war somewhere. We should see a spike in Bitcoin next week and Bitcoin run to 100,000 by the end of this year. Crypto noobs, I'll get my Tim Hortons coffee. Get a cup of coffee. Go to my link on Fold. Get yourself the Fold app. Get some free Satoshis. Happy Friday.